¿cómo están? Soy Frida la Mexicanita y estamos con Simon de Kaiser Chiefs. How are you?
Good, thank you.
How do you feel? This is not the first time in Mexico, so tell us about how do you feel in this Corona capital?
I feel very good. I think the lineup is really good. And whenever we've been to Mexico, we've always had a nice time, always made to feel very, very welcome. I always just try and eat as many tacos as possible, so I started that yesterday. And what else? Yeah, just looking forward to it. It's nice. Well, obviously in England it is currently just raining.
Yeah, totally.
So usually we've been to Mexico and maybe it's been summer, but it's good to come in there.
Perfect.
November.
You have been at many countries, so tell us, what do you think about your Mexican public, your Mexican fandom?
Yeah, I think they're great. They're like always very nice and welcoming and polite, actually very polite, but there's not, so there's a few countries like Japan, I think, Mexico, maybe like Brazil, where fans are like at the airport and they're at the hotel and stuff. Okay. That doesn't happen in England. They just see you at the concert. So it's nice, it's a nice welcome. Perfect.
And tell us about which surprises do you have for all the public today?
So it's 20 years since our first album.
Totally.
So we've been playing that in full a lot. So we've been going to play some songs that we don't play that often, and obviously lots of hits. And I don't know, we'll just try and make sure the crowd has a great time and get everyone ready for Foo Fighters and Queens and all the bands that are on later.
Yeah, totally. And you are also having this tour, right? February 2026.
Yes.
How do you feel? Tell us about this.
Well, we did a whole load of touring in the UK and some other places, Europe and stuff, this summer, and it was so successful that we're doing 20 years, 21 years, I guess. We're going to do another year of, or another 6 months of touring Employment, because I guess Employment was a very big album that everyone really liked. So we're very, very pleased. We're going to do some more venues in the UK and then already some shows booked for next summer as well. So hopefully we can come back to Mexico. Let's get an invite. Who do I have to speak to?
Okay, perfect. And now tell me, from all the repertoire, all the tracks that you have from this long career that you have, I would like to know which is the album or the songs that you like to sing and play the most at your shows.
I mean, it's difficult, all of them.
So much.
The album Employment, which is the one that we're celebrating, it's very important because it changed our lives, you know, because we were just like some guys hanging out in Leeds trying to like make music, and then suddenly we were like going all around the world, going to like America and Mexico and Australia and Japan and like playing these songs, and everyone was loving them. So that album is always special. And then I guess always the last album is also the good one. So the last album, there's a song called Noel Groove, which is really good, I think. And one we'll play today, Reasons to Stay Alive, which is like very like glammy. So yeah.
Perfect. And then tell us, you have been like many years playing, singing this amazing music for all the people. But this evolution about your creative process, how has been this evolution? I mean, like the EA, you know, and all this stuff.
Oh, with streaming and stuff?
Yeah, totally. How do you feel about this process along the years, through the years?
I think creativity is like a thing where you have to just get in a room together, sometimes separately actually, but like each album, the motivation is different. So the motivation on the first album is like no one's ever heard of us and we're trying to like just get a few fans. The motivation on the last album is to do something different. We did like an album with a guy from a band called Rudimental. So it's much more like modern and lots of different sounds and stuff. So the motivation of making albums is always slightly different creatively, but then the streaming or downloading or obviously things like social media and stuff, TikTok, I don't know, we just try and go with the flow really. I think some bands like stick their heels in and try and make like they're only going to do vinyl records or they're only going to do certain stuff, and we just like always, I guess, we just want the most amount of people possible to hear Kaiser Chiefs music. So we will do interviews and make the music, and hopefully everyone likes the music, and then we will do the gigs. Like, I guess the gigs are the favorite thing. So
okay. So you are okay with this evolution, like all the intelligence?
Oh, with AI.
You should.
I didn't realize you meant that. Am I okay with that? I think I use it in my day-to-day life to help me like stop having to research stuff, and I used it the other day to write some blurb for something that I need to write. But I think with AI, even though it's called artificial intelligence, it's not intelligent.
Yeah.
It can only do what you tell it to do at the moment.
Perfect. Just at the
So
moment.
I like that. That's like I'm in control, but yeah, at some point if we're all just listening to songs that are made by AI, then I think that's a bad world to live in.
Perfect. And now tell us.
Not perfect, actually.
Yeah, totally. Simon, tell us about new surprises for your public. We know the tour this February 2026, but any other surprises? We die for more music.
Yeah, we haven't made any music. That's the surprise. We need to get around to it. We had a really nice time celebrating the old stuff
Okay.
and being a bit lazy.
Okay.
And the last couple of records, we found them quite difficult. So
Okay.
this record, next one, we've just been taking our time.
Perfect.
But we should get going.
You know, you are such an inspiration in the music industry. Totally.
Maybe.
No, totally. You are an inspiration. But we would like to know which is your inspiration for creating music.
It all depends on which album. I think the original stuff is still the same, like The Clash, the Beatles, all the great British bands that have existed over time. Blur, who else? The Beatles. I don't know. Just all the bands, and then we always try and I don't know if people think this, but I think every Kaiser Chiefs album is different. It's sometimes heavier, sometimes more poppy. We always just try and listen to some new music, listen to some old music, and then make something in between.
Perfect. Any featuring? Are you thinking
About
maybe in the
music.
future? Yeah, totally in the music.
Thinking about producer. I
Oh.
wonder who could produce our next record. We actually asked Fatboy Slim, but he said no. So maybe Butch Vig is here today with Garbage. So maybe we should talk to him.
Perfect. Totally. Perfect. Simon, thank you very
No, thank
much.
you.
An invitation to all the public of XFM to listen and continue listening to your music, please.
Yes. Hello, I'm Simon from Kaiser Chiefs, and enjoy listening to Kaiser Chiefs on
XFM.
No.
Para XFM desde el Corona Capital.